stage name Big 30 was granted a $100,000 bond today. He was in federal court as he faced charges for an alleged robbery and kidnapping of the rapper known as Gucci Mane.
Yeah, they got my man's Big 30. They're trying to give him a bond. Let's see what they talking about.
News 5's Imani Williams joins us now live from downtown after being inside the courtroom during the detention hearing. Imani?
Joe, it was a packed house today. I mean, there were dozens of people inside that federal courtroom in support of Rodney Wright Jr., also known, like you said, as Big 30. Now, the defense had two people that they brought to the witness stand. Those two people were Big 30's dad and also the general manager of Endless Entertainment. I want you to take a look at your screen so you can kind of see what we saw in this complaint. So Big 30's dad said that his son stays with him at home and he takes care of his kids, and the GM at Endless Entertainment, he said that
they're trying to snatch Big 30 up, Pooh Shiesty up, Pooh Shiesty dad. Shoot, Pooh Shiesty dad already out. He out of jail. He made it out. Now we trying to see if Big 30 can try to get out. And then I heard through the grapevine that Pooh Shiesty just hired a new lawyer so he could try to get bond as well. So we gonna see.
Big 30 has some contractual agreements that he has to go through with putting out music and putting out albums. Now, the prosecution brought up his criminal history, including a gun charge in 2018, but it was wiped off of his record after diversion. Other than that, nothing really on his record but driving violations. Now, the judge said that she took criminal history, family support.
Yeah, boy, that's what's up, Big 30. You got that clean record. They said you had a gun charge, but they expunged it. But for some reason, it still came up on your record. But that's good, Big 30. Keep a clean record. Yeah, they probably give you that bond so you come home, boy.
And his alleged involvement in the incident, all into account when going through this detention hearing today. She said the complaint does not show him having a gun or pulling a weapon out.
Monday QR code or you do. That's run if you got that YouTube, that type of money. Gives notice pursuant to 18 U.S.C. 3145 that it will move this court to revoke the order of United States Magistrate Annie T. Christoph releasing defendant Rodney Wright Jr. on pretrial conditions. The government further requests that this court extend the stay of Judge Annie T. Christoph's release order until such time as the motion can be heard and order the United States Marshal Service to transport the defendant to the Dallas Division of the Northern District of Texas forthwith. On March 30th.
Okay, so they moved him from the Dallas Division to the Texas Fort Worth Division. So they moving him around, I see. Let's see what's going on.
In 2026, the defendant was charged by criminal complaint in the Northern District of Texas with possession with kidnapping in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1201A and C, docket number 1. The defendant was arrested in the Western District of Tennessee.
And then I don't understand why they keep saying kidnapping. I don't think it was a kidnap. It was more of if they put a gun to him, it's not kidnap. I don't know why they keep saying kidnap, because kidnap is actually taking someone and, taking someone as hostage. So I don't know. I don't know why they keep saying that. That's not kidnapping, for sure. You get a lawyer, you could beat that.
And made his initial appearance on the same day. The government moved to detain the defendant pending trial, docket number 6. A hearing on the government's motion was held before Judge Christoph on April 3rd, 2026, and continued to April 6, 2026 in cause number 226MJ 0007. At the conclusion of the hearing, Judge Christoph issued an order setting conditions of pretrial release. At the government's request, Judge Christoph stayed the issuance of pretrial release order pending the government's appeal to this court. The government respectfully requests a further stay of Judge Christoph's pretrial.
All this is legal documents, so we good.
Release order until such time as the motion to revoke the order can be heard. This request is made in the light of the seriousness of the defendant's offense conduct, his criminal history, and the potential danger that the defendant poses to the community. The government proposes to file its brief in support of the motion to revoke the pretrial release order as soon as possible, but no later than April 13, 2026. Respectfully submitted, Ryan Raybold, United States Attorney. It turns out that Big 30 actually did get Arthur Horn. Shout out to Art, man. There ain't no shading or nothing like that. I know you think I don't like him, but it's not that, bro. We good. It's just, you know how this shit go, bro. But Art, he knew this was coming because in that interview, he say something interesting.
I spoke with his attorney, Arthur Horn, about the bond granted, and he said there's more to it.
Initially, I guess she found that there was probable cause for the case to move forward. And then today, in the detention hearing, she did grant him a bond of a secure bond of $100,000. U.S. Attorney's Office in the Northern District of Dallas is going to file an appeal, and they're going to appeal the judge's decision, and we will have to have another detention hearing in Texas.
Now, the government has already, they have already documented and put in that stay. I just looked at it in my email just a few minutes ago. So the government has put in that stay to wait for an appeal from the Northern District of.
Okay, so they're gonna give Big 30 a appeal, and they granted him a $100,000 bond. So, but what I say is, what they do is they try to hold you as long as possible, and they try to gather up as much information they can as possible while you still in their possession. See, while you still locked up, they'll still be trying to gather more about the case, because if they bring something up on Big 30 where they could keep him, they could deny his bond, and then he's gonna be in there. So hopefully they don't come up with more evidence in the case, and he be good.
But Texas.
But now we really get into it, bro. They admitted something real interesting. They didn't see Big 30 with anything. All they did was see him standing there like Patrick at the door.
That's what I'm saying. He never had a gun in his possession. That's why I say he could beat this case. All he needs is a good lawyer.
You can't do that! Don't go nowhere! Oh! I don't know if I can do a good Patrick. Bro. But, let's be fair, square, obvious, and honest. This case is falling apart fast. Everybody who gets a bond, they're gonna have it taken back because they weren't captured in no doggone Dallas. So what they're doing is they're saying, bring them to Dallas so that we can have a crack at them. Bring them to Dallas so that we can lay out our things. Bring them to Dallas so we can do all of this and all of that. And they're going to bring them to Dallas.
That's what I was just saying. I was saying that they want to come up with more evidence. They want to have a hard case. They want to make sure that they could stick something on Big 30, Pooh, Shiesty, and his dad. They don't want them to get out. You know what I'm saying? And if they go back to Dallas, it's a good chance that Dallas might have something against them, or just try to hold them on some fishy stuff,